Hello, you're on Vedic Astrology and this is your July forecast. Dear Virgos, prepare yourselves. This month could unexpectedly and very bountifully reward you specifically for what you have so diligently and patiently pursued for a long time. And before we begin, one important note. The predictions given here are based on your rising sign, your ascendant. This isn't Western astrology, this is Vedic astrology. Be sure to check out the first video on this channel, where I go into detail about the differences between Western and Vedic astrology. And if you don't know your ascendant sign yet, just write to me with your date of birth, exact time of birth, and place of birth, and I will help you determine it absolutely free of charge. All contact information is provided in the video description below, and I have a small request for you. Let's perform a small experiment. Please return to this video at the end of July and share in the comments how the prediction manifested in your life, what truly aligned with your experience, and what unfolded differently than expected. It is quite interesting and important for me to collect this feedback together with you. This way, you yourself will be able to witness firsthand what Vedic astrology truly is and precisely how it functions. So let's talk about July for Virgos. What is this month all about? For you Virgos, July is a month where the professional, visible part of your life gradually transforms into tangible results, income, the achievements of your goals, and a supportive network around you. The core theme is your career and its rewards. The first half is about status and visibility at work. The second half of July is all about seeing that status transform into tangible income and significant achievements, truly thanks to Jupiter's powerful exaltation. We'll delve into this in detail, step by step. Mars will be in your 9th house in the sign of Taurus all month. The 9th house signifies philosophy, one's worldview, higher education, teachers, spiritual mentors, and long-distance international travels. It's the house of luck, spiritual seeking, and faith. This is a place where your horizons expand through gaining knowledge, through undertaking journeys, and by understanding profound meanings. Mars here provides an energetic, sometimes impatient drive towards achieving significant goals and seeking the truth. And there's a strong, almost impatient desire to quickly achieve results from studies, for instance, or to hasten the process of obtaining a visa or a diploma. You might also feel a sudden, strong urge to voice your opinion on matters of faith and philosophical beliefs. Harness this energy for proactive strides toward your ultimate aspirations, not for squabbles or disagreements with loved ones. Sun's in your 10th house Gemini till July 16th. The 10th house embodies career, professional standing, social status, and how the public perceives you. It's also about public engagements or interacting with management. This is where you fulfill your potential in the world as a professional. The Sun here specifically highlights your professional visibility. Management truly recognizes you, and your efforts gain greater visibility among those around you. There's growing interest in your opinion as an expert. This is an excellent opportunity to assume a more significant role within a project or to present yourself for consideration for a new position. Do not overlook this opportunity. Venus will reside in your 11th house in Cancer through the 4th of July. The 11th house signifies big goals, dreams, income, financial gains, and your circle of friends and like-minded people. It's the house of community and social connections, and this is where your most ambitious desires come to life. At the very beginning of the month, Venus illuminates this area with a warm light. A small, unexpected income might also come in. Enjoyable interactions with friends or individuals who share your interests. That simply warms your soul and brings you joy. Revel in this short yet incredibly delightful period. Mercury is in your 11th house in Cancer until July 7th. Then it goes into retrograde motion and makes its way back to your 10th house, landing specifically in Gemini. In early July, Mercury, your ruling planet and the ruler of your sign, is in the 11th house. Your thoughts are actively focused on income, major goals, and important connections. However, come July 7th, Mercury enters its retrograde phase, moving back into the 10th house, which governs your career and reputation. This could manifest as a thorough reevaluation of your professional plans. Any project you've been eager to launch right at this moment should most likely be put on hold and further refined. Because with Mercury retrograde, it's better to rework old things than start new ones. It's possible an old work issue you thought was resolved could suddenly resurface. For example, a former colleague or client might unexpectedly contact you with a proposal to revisit an old topic. This is truly not the most opportune time for signing employment contracts or making significant public professional announcements. This retrograde motion will last until the beginning of August. The background theme for the month is Rahu in the 6th house in Aquarius. The 6th house is about work and daily routines, physical health, competitors, and obstacles. Debts and obligations are highlighted. Rahu here, all month, intensifies workplace competition. Unexpected complexities may arise with colleagues or even with competitors. However, Rahu here also gives you the power to overcome these obstacles in an unconventional manner. Ketu is in the 12th house in Leo. The 12th house is the house of solitude and hidden processes, and also the house of expenses. Ketu here generates a gentle inclination towards solitude and internal self-reflection. You may find yourself craving more quiet, perhaps even a retreat from the usual hustle and bustle. And this is an invitation to give yourself some real rest. Take advantage of this. Saturn is in the 7th house in Pisces. And the 7th house represents partnership and marriage. It signifies business alliances, competitors, and all forms of one-on-one relationships. And here Saturn, throughout the entire month, continues to instill patience in partnerships, whether they be business or personal relations. These relationships are built slowly, but they are built to last. The main event of July is Jupiter's exaltation in the 11th house. Jupiter remains in Cancer throughout the entire month. For Jupiter, Cancer is considered its sign of exaltation, signifying its maximum power and strength. It is like a planet that is at the very peak of its capabilities, giving away all of the best that it has to offer. And for Virgos, Cancer represents the 11th house, which is the house of income, extra earnings, and significant financial acquisitions. Also, big goals, dreams, communities, friends, like-minded people, wish fulfillment. And when the most benevolent planet stands here at its maximum strength, this represents incredibly powerful support from the universe for achieving your financial goals and enhancing your social circles. This can manifest in very tangible ways. For instance, it could be a long-anticipated salary raise or a bonus, the realization of your wishes, or the successful accomplishment of goals you've diligently pursued for many months. You'll make new, valuable connections that open many doors for you. A substantial sum of money or a bonus might arrive, or a return on investments, or a favorable offer from a partner. Harness this energy, dear Virgos. From July 16th, the Sun joins Jupiter, and then this effect becomes especially noticeable, becoming visible to everyone around you, amplifying its impact. Jupiter remains in Cancer until the end of October, and for Virgos, this is one of the best periods of the year for fulfilling desires and financial growth. From July 4th, Venus moves into your 12th house in Leo. And the 12th house is the house of solitude, hidden processes, expenses, and spiritual practices. And Venus comes here to join Ketu, which narrows and reduces everything. Venus here adds much-needed warmth to that solitude and period of recovery, making it a more pleasant experience. And this might manifest as a strong desire to spend some time in a tranquil and aesthetically pleasing setting, perhaps by going on a retreat or indulging in a relaxing spa visit, or Get a relaxing massage or perhaps take a serene, remote trip into nature. Money might be allocated towards high-quality rest and recovery, and this wise investment will undoubtedly yield positive returns. The Sun transitions into the 11th house starting July 16th, uniting with the exalted Jupiter in that same house, influencing your income, significant aspirations, and professional connections. And the Sun provides willpower and clarity, while Jupiter brings growth and blessings. And together in the house of wish fulfillment, they create a period of true flourishing. This could manifest as public acknowledgement of your financial or professional success, making it quite apparent. You may well be recognized as the very best in your field, or a goal you've kept under wraps finally gains public visibility. Make the most of these weeks, dedicating yourself actively to career advancements and engaging in crucial financial negotiations. All right, let's briefly touch upon the topics of health, career, finances, and romance now. For Virgos during July, so your health in July. Mars in the 9th house provides an abundance of energy, but there's a significant risk of overdoing it when striving for a far-off objective. Make sure to take frequent breaks between intense efforts, or your body will soon begin to hint at exhaustion quite naturally. Since Virgo is physically connected to your digestion and nervous system, the retrograde motion of Mercury on July 7th, especially given that it is your ruling planet, your sign's ruling planet could very well cause noticeable distraction or heightened anxiety concerning professional matters. Therefore, don't hold that tension within you. Find an outlet through movement, sports, or even just a conversation. Ketu in your 12th house asks for more solitude and very high-quality sleep. Don't ignore this signal. Sleep works like medicine right now. Jupiter in exaltation in the 11th house supports a general feeling of well-being. The nearer you get to your goals, the easier you can breathe. Let's talk about money in July. July is indeed one of the finest months of the year for your finances. Throughout the entire month, Jupiter in exaltation in the 11th house will bolster income growth, and when the Sun joins it on July 16th, this becomes particularly prominent, potentially leading to a significant financial boom. However, Mercury's retrograde motion, starting on July 7th, strongly advises against signing any new employment contracts or making hasty, significant financial decisions. It is much better to revisit those old issues and clarify all the details now. What does July hold for Virgo's careers? The Sun in your 10th house until July 16th will really illuminate your professional visibility. This is a prime moment to professionally assert yourself, seize the initiative, and re-engage with those who haven't heard from you in quite some time. Mercury's retrograde motion, starting on July 7th, advises against rushing into new professional decisions or signing any important documents at this time. Rahu, positioned in the 6th house, might usher in some unforeseen competition, yet concurrently bestows upon you the inherent strength to adeptly navigate and overcome these challenges through rather unconventional and unique approaches. From July 16th onward, as the Sun shifts into the 11th house, aligning with Jupiter, your career endeavors will truly begin to manifest tangible and noticeable outcomes. The things you've been diligently working on are finally converting into income and recognition. Now for Virgos, what's in store for relationships this July? For those in a relationship, Saturn in the 7th house throughout the entire month continues to impart the lesson of patience within partnerships. Relationships truly demand discipline and genuine, dedicated effort rather than just seeking quick and easy solutions. Ketu in the 12th house may evoke a powerful desire for solitude, even extending to your partner. And you should truly allow yourself that. Grant yourself and your relationship a little bit of space. This is not a crisis, but a necessary pause. Yet, when the Sun aligns with Jupiter in the 11th house on July 16th, a shift in relationships could occur. A pleasant theme of shared aspirations may prominently emerge. perhaps a shared achievement, or a joy experienced within your close circle of friends. For those who are looking for love, Venus in the 11th house at the very beginning of the month creates a warm atmosphere among friends and like-minded people. It's quite possible that new connections will arise through your existing social circles, your professional environment, or even via social media platforms. This is especially likely in the first few days of July. The core message for Virgos this July is clear. This month serves as a potent reminder that the immense patience you've meticulously cultivated over many months is now, at long last, beginning to yield its much-deserved fruits. And Jupiter, exalted in the house of wish fulfillment, is saying what you've been so methodically working towards is now very close. So allow yourself to accept this result instead of immediately looking for the next goal. Dear Virgos, this has been a general transit forecast for your sign. Your personal birth chart, however, will reveal which specific themes will be most prominent for you and the precise intensity with which these transits will manifest in your individual life. For an accurate analysis, I need your date of birth, exact time of birth, and place of birth. All my contact information is located right below this video. Dear Virgos, have a truly wonderful July, and may all your persistent, patient efforts finally receive the well-deserved recognition they truly merit this month.